it with music, beautiful music. Hello, I'm Fred Miller, and this is yet another one of my lectures in song. And before we go into another program about some of the distinguished lyricists, the people who wrote the words, a little bit about me. I was born in Albuquerque, had a wonderful classical piano teacher, loved Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms, and Schubert, and Grieg, and Chopin, and all the rest, opera. And that went on until my 13th birthday, literally the day I became a teenager. The Beatles arrived in America, so being a halfway normal teenager, I was in love with the great rock songs of the 60s, and that would go on through high school till the summer after I graduated. A friend showed me an article about a big rock festival taking place in upstate New York, and being a couple of kids just out of high school up for an adventure, I said, let's go. So we hitchhiked most of the way from New Mexico to the Woodstock Festival. Even managed to show up very prominently there in the poster. I wanted to be a musician, but I didn't want to be a rock musician. Didn't feel I was cut out to be a classical musician. Went to college very briefly, left, tootled around the country in my VW Bug, and finally ended up in Greenwich Village. And at some point, somebody gave me an album of Ella Fitzgerald singing Cole Porter, and that was the end of that odyssey and the beginning of my whole musical life, really. The world of Gershwin, Porter, Kern, Rogers, Berlin, Fred Astaire, Judy Garland, Ethel Merman, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby. I came up with the idea of a lecture in song, each one being some profile of a great personality or some aspect of American popular song. Started with just, songwriters, performers. I thought it'd be 10 programs, a dozen programs, and now to date, actually, I've expanded to 7 different categories, and I have 75 different lectures in song, each one described in detail at Fred Miller Music. This program is the second installment of They Wrote the Words, these great lyricists, who are not quite as prolific, say, as people like Ira Gershwin or Larry Hart, Yip Harburg, Johnny Mercer, Dorothy Fields, these people who have merited their own full programs, their own full lectures in song. These are some not household names, but they certainly wrote some very, very famous lyrics. And it's not a song unless it has words. Otherwise it's just music. That's what makes it a song. First lyricist we're looking at here now is Mitchell Parrish, born in 1900, lived till 1993. These people seem to live very long lives. Writing the words seemed to be good for their longevity. He was born in Lithuania, lived in the Lower East Side by way of Louisiana. I guess that was that one of the old immigration story. He aspired, or was at least maybe pressured, to get a real career like medicine or law. But even by the age of 22, he was already working in vaudeville, writing music or writing lyrics. And he had his first hit in 1928 at the age of 28. So I don't think he ever had to think about medicine or law again. Here from 1928, with a guy named Cliff Burwell. Just found joy, I'm as happy as a baby boy with another brand new choo-choo toy. When I'm with my sweet Lorraine, a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer skies. When you see them you will realize why I love my sweet Lorraine. When it's raining I don't miss the sun, for it's in my sweetie's smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one who will lead her down the aisle. Each night I pray that nobody steals her heart away. Just can't wait until that happy day when I marry sweet Lorraine. It was about that time, 1928-29. I guess he was teamed with a guy named Hoagy Carmichael. This would prove to be very important here. The first of 2 major songs here. This one's not a major song, just another one of the first collaborations between Hoagy and Mitch Parrish. Good people, you're invited tonight to the Riverboat Shuffle. Good people, we got rhythm tonight. At the Riverboat Shuffle, they tell me that slide pipe tooter is grand. Bass in Louisiana, bring your freighter, come an alligator, that band. Mr. Hawkins on the tenor, good people, you'll hear Mildenberg joys. In a special orchestration, even Mama Dinah will be there to truck for the boys in a room full of noise. She'll teach you to shovel it right, so bring your baby. I'll be seeing you at the riverboat shuffle tonight. And then in 1929, words by Mitchell Parrish, music by Hoagie Carmichael, Assured Immortality, one of the most recorded songs ever. And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadow of my heart. High up in the sky the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night dreaming of a song. The melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you when our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. But that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall when stars are bright.